thing that I think you really bring to hair, which is something that was really refreshing to see, is you undo hair. You know, you don't keep doing it. You walk away when it needs to be when you need to walk away.
Well, I think you know, I was lucky. You know, it came quite easy. I think my brothers were. My dad was a very talented hairdresser, so all three of my brothers that did it. You know, I've got another brother who didn't do it because he had a bad arm, so he couldn't do it. But he works with us and does the films and stuff like that. But it came quite natural, and I think over the years I learned in the salon. You know, seeing different people doing hair, and you know, obviously my brothers, you know, they would do it and people would be very happy. As you go on and you do the photographs, that's a different area, I think, because you're working two-dimensional, you know, not necessarily three-dimensional all the way around, and it's getting that balance in the hair and that eye to add for the hair. And I found it quite easy, I must admit, but you've got to do it all the time. You know, and I think if you don't get it when you first do it, then you keep doing it. It's like anything. You've got to, if you do it a lot, then it becomes. If I leave it for about 2 or 3 months, then it gets a bit trickier. You know, because it's how
you're rusty.
You get rusty. Yeah. Absolutely. You know, the rust sets in on everybody. It doesn't matter who you are. Yeah. You know, and it's like if you don't cut for a while, then you know you've forgotten what the haircuts are.
That's
you know, it's simple as that. I mean, for myself, I've got a really great team. And I work with a lot of hairdressers, but I don't necessarily do it all myself now. But before, myself and Pat would be there for 12 hours, 15 hours getting everything ready. And you know, I'm not saying that we don't help. We certainly do help, because Pat's going to, in half an hour, just going to go and do all the models for tonight for the makeup. Which I think probably the movie was more about makeup than hair, if you saw earlier. It looked pretty good, didn't it?
So what about products? Because you're developing new products all the time, and you have to keep it exciting. Are there things still to be developed, or do you just kind of rehash stuff that's already been there and put it out in a new way?
I think there's definitely new things to be redeveloped. Absolutely. You know, I'm not saying that we know what they are straight away, but definitely there'll be new things. There's no way that everything's come to an end. It never does. Absolutely, we repeat things and we make them work in a different way, and I think everybody does that. But there's new technologies all the time. You know, these things that you're straightening your hair with, and you know, getting more the oil into the hair and ironing. You know, I mean, that stuff, we didn't have that. No. But, you know, it's giving different results, but the results aren't really that much different from what we used to do, but it's a different way of working.
So give us just a little bit of history, because that was obviously a big moment for you to move away from that, because you do this very inventive makeup that is very strong and is up there with all the great makeup artists. So how did that come about?
Well, I was a hairdresser until I had my first child, and then I couldn't actually be committed to the salon so much, so I moved into makeup when Anthony started doing photographs. I mean, he said to me, "You're a woman, you can do makeup." So I just started trying it, and I found that I really enjoyed it.
Because I remember you did the panda eyes the first time I'd seen that, and that I'm sure you must have invented that, and you got that inspiration from somewhere, but it's still in use today. But where did that come from?
I'm not known for my subtlety.
Yeah, that's right.
No, I don't know where the inspiration for that came, but he likes really strong makeup. So
he has it, this fella?
This one.
Yeah.
Dark eyes, you know, looks good.
He always said, do smoky eyes, do smoky eyes. So I probably went a bit overboard on that one, but.
And so where would you get inspiration? Because he obviously gets the music thing, and you know, there's that whole street kind of energy, your son, you know. What inspires you from a makeup perspective? Because it's obviously a different canvas.
Oh, I'm constantly looking at magazines. I like to pinpoint little bits from magazines and then put them together for my own look.